This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. Trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash.
Hi, everyone. I'm Andrea Jackson.
I'm Mitch English, welcoming you to Daily Flash. We're so glad to have you here on this Thursday here. Crazy stuff that happened to Angie Harmon from Law & Order fame and her shows. She was at her home in Charlotte, North Carolina. Instacart, you know, where they deliver stuff to the house. And the guy came, and she has this dog. It's a German Shepherd and Beagle. The guy says the dog attacked him. He had a gun on him and shot him. No. And the unfortunate part is, you know, we always say, well, there's cameras everywhere. She had her Ring doorbell charging at the time, so that she didn't get any video of it. No. They never found any scratches or anything on the dog, on the driver, the delivery guy. And they're all now. Instacart has suspended this guy and said we have zero tolerance. But they're like, why do you have a gun? Or, you know, why are you carrying a gun around with you? I would imagine he would probably say for his safety. But even still, isn't that crazy? And you look at the dog. I mean, look at this is the dog. That's just a sweet little. It's a German Shepherd Beagle mix.
Heartbreaking.
Can you imagine that right there in front of your house on Easter weekend?
Oh my!
So,
any of those delivery service things. I mean, I never did Instacart. I did Uber Eats for a little bit, dropping that off. And in the thing, it says you can't have a weapon.
No,
on it,
and
really.
I just, I just don't get it. I don't understand why somebody would do that. If you see a dog and it's scaring you, wouldn't your first reaction be to run, not shoot at it?
Yeah, automatically. And this is what this is what I'm saying. So you can see like if it was if he felt like it was a Doberman or maybe like a Rottweiler. This is a sweet little dog.
Or go outside the gate and leave it at the end of the street or
this
something.
Is from people.com, by the way.
Look, I'm not coming out. Come get your own food.
That is horrible.
Yeah, sad. So our thoughts go out to Angie Harmon and her. I mean,
Goodness.
Wow. Just, I mean, that to me, you're like, why? You know, or why didn't you at least scream or let me do something to help?
Yeah, it does make you think twice about a lot of these delivery services. You know, we hear a lot of these stories coming out. They're a great convenience, but then there's also situations like these that pop up and you think, is it really worth it for me to have my groceries delivered to my house?
It'll make you think twice.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, Florida will have one of the country's most restrictive social media bans for minors under a new bill. The bill will ban social media accounts for children under 14 and require parental permission for 14 and 15-year-olds. Supporters in Florida hope the bill will withstand legal challenges because it would ban social media formats based on addictive features such as notification alerts and autoplay videos rather than on their content. Several states have considered similar legislation.
There are so many tricks that the social media folks do, especially Facebook, who comes out and they note it. And, you know, you're like, why would they care about me? But it's basically computers that can do everything. These algorithms. It's like, well, Mitch hasn't signed on for a while. We could send him an email saying, hey, Andrea just posted something, you know, to kind of lure you back in. And that's how they do as far as addicted, because it's that FOMO. People are afraid of missing out on things. And that age, they don't get it.
Do you find yourself, like I find myself sometimes mindlessly scrolling. You just start and you just don't stop. And it's just crazy when you stop and think about it. I'm like, I got to get off this thing. Like there's nothing really in here that I need to know or see.
And usually it's my spouse that reminds me, you know, you've been on that thing for like an hour. I go, I have? Really? Because you do lose time altogether. I think it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how they police it, number one.
Yeah.
And then how they're going to be able to keep 14-year-olds off of social media altogether.
I wonder if you start charging a fee, you know, if that makes a difference.
I think that would make a huge difference because we look at Twitter, you know, they said it's going to be a fee base and a lot of people left because of it. So maybe that might be the thing. We go on now to some international news. Looks like Italy's government is moved to actually ban the production of lab-grown meat. It's all in an effort to protect Italian culture and its agriculture sector. The company became the first in Europe to ban artificial meat. Factories who produce lab-grown meat will face fines up to about $162,000. New guidelines, also like cauliflower steaks, are also off the menu as the country also moved to ban the use of meat-related words to market vegetarian products, which I love my cauliflower pizza crust.
Yes.
Okay, it's really good. Cauliflower is a great thing. But you're not going to get the same amount of protein, or I guess the types of protein that you're going to get like in real meat. And then lab-grown meat is really scary because it's literally starts in a Petri dish.
Not into that.
And no, I don't want anything to do with it, but it is coming. And if they can ban it off on it, maybe they won't make any money and it won't get bigger and bigger.
Let's hope.
I'm hoping crossing my fingers.
Come on, Italy.